MLB Network's coverage of Derek Rodriguez will be the man on the mound for the G-men. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Belt in foul ground. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another try at 2-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep you. Going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. Garcia has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. David Price gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately, that can't be denied, but this is the perfect guy, right spot. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Runner going a second time. That's a strike to throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
1 out, nobody on. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
A tag for 1. So stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gets dirty and gloves it. What an outstanding play to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Striding in, Cody Bellinger, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. In is the third baseman Evan Longoria. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First offering on its way.
Longoria.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Into the box now, Jalen Davis. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign.
Boy, talk.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's the first baseman Brandon Belt as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him.
The catcher, number 16.
Standing in now, Aramis Garcia. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Now a long throw to third. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't hold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Stepping in now, Derek Rodriguez. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Are you kidding me right here? The pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit that breaks the tie and gives them 2-run lead.
You know, there's an old theory that a swinging bat is a dangerous bat no matter who swings it. The last thing they were thinking of, the opposing pitcher was going to drive in too.
In now, Abiatal Avellino, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. The relay throw, and he is in there.
The bat, the right fielder, Austin Slater.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. High in the air out to center field. Peterson has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Striding into the box, Gavin Lux. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench. This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up now, David Price. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And there's ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that.
Leading up for the Giants.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Francisco.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Betts. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So in now for San Francisco, Evan Longoria. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Longoria.
He's set and the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Betts has a read on it. 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jalen Davis. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked off when he took off early, but they just couldn't finish him off. We'll see if that comes back to bite him here.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take a step back. The only thing you tell yourself in this situation is do not move your head.
Peterson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. Now to the plate, Justin Turner back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Back goes Yastrzemski. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Brandon Belt. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Now batting,
Stepping in, Aramis Garcia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Derek Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue. Digging in, Aviatel Avelino. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. This one's down to third. Gloved by Turner. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 2-2.
We got 3-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the big bat of Max Muncy. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Dodgers down in. Ready for another chance. Austin Slater. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. And this is knocked down on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Peterson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So striding forward now, Gavin Lux. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball one.
The bouncer to the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Now at the plate, Will Smith comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a... Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Loud contact by Longoria, and this one's carrying well to left. Gone! So a big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career, guys. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today, and this is a milestone he can be really proud of. And there are a lot of very good hitters that never got 300 dingers in their career.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. On the move is Peterson. Into a slide as he makes a great basket catch. Ready once again, Brandon Belt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Bellinger looking up, and it's gone into the arcade section.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Number 16.
Standing in now, Aramis Garcia, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's out number 2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Derek Rodriguez, getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Peterson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Justin Turner.
Gregory Polanco is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Belt waits on it, 1 out.
The batter, number 5.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ball even at 2-2. Now here it comes. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
1-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And it's 1-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Seager, base runner at first with 1 out. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air out to center field. Davis is there, 2 gone. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
So they do get their first hit, but they're... Here's Gregory Polanco. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. From the stretch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. He's got it, and that's out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Adam Kolarek is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Jalen Davis. Back goes Betts. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next up is Max Muncy. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
In there, a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Now back, the center fielder, Josh.
Here's Jock Peterson now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what is...
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Jondo Gustave is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Stepping in now, Gavin Lux, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 delivery. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. At the plate now, Will Smith. And he puts it on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now. Chris Taylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
Soft grounder left side. Up with it is Longoria. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this. Ross Stripling is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Into the box, Brandon Belt. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
At the plate, Aramis Garcia as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Bellinger has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Pablo Sandoval will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Giants. Number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Hard on the ground towards short. Barehanded for one. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires. Reyes Maranta comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Settling in now, Justin Turner. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now the 0-1. Grounded to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. In now, Corey Seager. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yastrzemski is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. At the plate, Mookie Betts, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Fouled off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Dodgers here tonight.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
5-2, the final score tonight. The